Welcome to the deep dive. We take the information you send us, analyze it, and pull out the most useful stuff. Today it's something, well, pretty common, the pear.
Yeah, it really is everywhere. But the sources we looked at, they don't just see it as a fruit. They call it nature's gentle medicine,
Yeah.
and one of the oldest cultivated fruits, too.
Right, gentle medicine.
Yeah.
That's our focus today. We're digging into a bunch of research you sent on pear nutrition, its wellness benefits, even some home remedies. The mission is to figure out how you can actually use this, pretty humble fruit for better vitality, maybe even longevity, going beyond just grabbing it for a snack.
Exactly. How does something so simple offer, well, complex benefits? That's what we want to understand.
Okay, so let's unpack the basics first, just looking at the numbers. What makes, say, a medium-sized pear nutritionally stand out? The sources seem to skip right past calories.
They do. I mean, sure, it's only about 100 calories for a medium one, which is pretty low. But the real star, the thing that jumps out, is the fiber.
Fiber, how much are we talking?
We're looking at 6 grams of fiber in one medium pear.
6 grams?
Yeah, that's roughly 25%, a quarter of the daily recommended amount.
Wow, okay, that's a lot from one piece of fruit. A big head start.
It really is foundational, like you said.
But the research seems to suggest it's more than just, bulk, right?
It is definitely more than bulk. Beyond that huge fiber number, you're also getting decent support nutrients, like 12% of your daily vitamin C,
Right.
and about 6% of vitamin K, plus a good hit of potassium, around 206 milligrams, and smaller amounts of folate, copper, magnesium. Good stuff. But the sources really zeroed in on its heart-friendly status, and that's partly because of what it doesn't have.
What it lacks.
Exactly. It's naturally fat-free, cholesterol-free, and sodium-free. That profile alone makes it a great choice for, well, heart health and digestion.
Okay, that makes sense. That explains why they keep mentioning heart and digestive support. But that fiber is clearly the headliner. What do the findings say about the type of digestive support? Is it harsh, like some high-fiber stuff can be, or is the pear different?
It acts very gently. That's probably where the gentle medicine idea comes from. It's because it has this dual action fiber.
Dual action?
Yeah, you get both soluble and insoluble fiber working together. So that combination, it doesn't just, improve regularity. It also feeds the good bacteria in your gut, your microbiome. And the research specifically notes that the texture of a ripe pear, being soft, makes it really soothing, especially if you have a sensitive stomach.
So it's one of the easier high-fiber fruits to handle.
That's what the sources suggest, yeah. Very easy to digest when ripe.
Okay, fiber is the big story.
Yeah.
But maybe the biggest surprise, at least from what I read in our research pile, was about blood sugar.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
The metabolic stability part.
Yeah. It's sweet, obviously, but the claim is it stabilizes blood sugar. That feels, well, counterintuitive.
It does seem that way, but it's actually one of its most powerful effects. Despite that natural sweetness, pears have a low glycemic index, the GI value.
Right, the GI. That measures how fast food raises your blood sugar.
Exactly. And low GI means you don't get those sharp, sudden spikes in blood sugar after eating one.
And that stability, is that linked back to the fiber again? That massive 6 grams.
Precisely. The fiber content physically slows down how quickly glucose, the sugar, gets absorbed into your bloodstream.
Oh, okay.
So this makes pears a really smart choice, not just for diabetics, but really for anyone who wants sustained energy through the day, without that sugar crash later.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've got efficient, gentle digestion, and stable energy. That's already pretty compelling. What about some of the more therapeutic claims? Heart health and immunity beyond just the basic vitamin C.
Right. For heart health, the sources point to specific antioxidants. Quercetin, in particular, gets mentioned a lot.
That's quercetin.
It's a potent plant compound, and it seems to work synergistically with the fiber to help lower LDL cholesterol.
The bad cholesterol.
That's the one. And by doing that, it helps improve circulation and supports healthy blood pressure levels.
Okay. And immunity. What's the boost there besides the vitamin C?
Well, alongside the C, pears contain various phytonutrients. These are just natural compounds in the plant.
Right.
And they seem to help strengthen the immune system overall. Plus, they fight free radicals, which kind of boosts your general resilience against, daily stressors.
Got it. Now, anti-inflammatory properties. This is where the research dropped a bit of a bombshell, I thought. Something that might change how people actually eat pears.
Oh, absolutely. This is critical. The sources are really clear on this. The most potent anti-inflammatory and detoxifying compounds, they're overwhelmingly found in the skin. So if you're peeling your pear, You're basically throwing away the best part, the medicine part.
In a lot of ways, yes. That skin is packed with flavonoids and polyphenols.
Those are the compounds doing the heavy lifting when it comes to reducing systemic inflammation. They also support liver function and help your body's natural detox processes.
Wow. That's counterintuitive. I mean, I'll admit it, I peel a lot of fruit. Habit, I guess.
Many people do.
So, if those skin benefits are so important, did the research mention anything about, like, pesticides? Is this advice really only practical if you're buying organic pears?
That's a really important practical question for you, the listener. The sources we reviewed focused mainly on the nutritional density of the skin itself.
Right.
But generally speaking, across most nutritional advice, the consensus is, yeah, if you're eating the skin of any fruit, washing it really thoroughly is key. Or choosing certified organic produce when you can. That helps minimize any unwanted residues.
Okay, but the principle holds. For the maximum therapeutic bang for your buck from a pear, you really want to keep that skin on. That's a crucial piece of context.
Okay.
Before we jump into recipes and how to use them, the notes also mentioned a link between eating pears and skin and hair health.
Yeah, that ties back to what we've already discussed, really. It's mainly due to the high water content. Pears are very hydrating, and those antioxidants we talked about.
Hydration and antioxidants.
Exactly. Healthy skin needs moisture from the inside out, and it needs protection from free radical damage. Yeah. Pears deliver on both fronts. So they support skin radiance, elasticity, help reduce dryness, that kind of thing.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, the real value here is putting this into practice. Let's shift gears. Yeah. How does the research suggest we actually integrate pears more effectively, focusing maybe on the idea behind the applications, not just listing ingredients?
Good way to put it. Most of the cooking ideas provided are really about creating healthier alternatives to common meals or snacks. Like one example was cinnamon poached pears.
Poached pears, okay. Like a dessert.
Yeah, exactly. But the idea is a healthy, low GI dessert that doesn't rely on tons of added sugar. You just simmer the pears in water, maybe with a touch of natural sweetener like maple syrup, some cinnamon, maybe a squeeze of lemon. They get tender, comforting, but it's still giving you that stable energy, not a sugar spike. It transforms the food.
Nice. Okay, what about something savory, like for lunch?
They suggested a pear and walnut salad. The principle there is maximizing heart health. You're combining the pear's fiber with the healthy fats and omega-3s you get from walnuts, usually tossed with some greens, maybe some feta or goat cheese if you like, and a simple vinaigrette, olive oil, balsamic.
So crunch, flavor, and a lot of nutrients packed in.
Exactly. Really nutrient dense.
And what about using pears for those internal beauty benefits we just talked about? Hydration, skin elasticity. Was there a smoothie idea?
There was. A pear smoothie for glowing skin. And the key point here was blending the whole pear, skin and all.
Keeping the skin on again.
Yep. Usually blended with other hydrating things like coconut water or almond milk, maybe some spinach for extra greens, chia seeds for more fiber and omega-3s. It's designed specifically for that deep hydration and getting all that skin on fiber.
Okay, so those are ways to eat them. But the sources also gave some interesting DIY home remedy ideas. Using pears externally, what about the skin hydration mask? What's the principle there? So that one leverages the pear's moisture content and vitamins directly on the skin. The recipe was simple. Mash up half a ripe pear.
Okay.
Mix it with about a tablespoon of honey, which is also hydrating and has antibacterial properties, and maybe a teaspoon of oatmeal for soothing and gentle exfoliation.
So the pear gives moisture and antioxidants. Honey soothes. Oatmeal exfoliates a bit.
That's the idea. You apply it for maybe 15 minutes, good for tired or dry skin.
Interesting. And then there was a natural cough soother for when you feel a cold or maybe just throat dryness coming on.
Yeah, this one's meant to be a warm, comforting tonic. You basically chop up some pear, add some grated ginger.
Ginger. Okay. Boil them gently in water for a bit, then strain the liquid. You sip it warm, maybe add a little honey. The warm pear liquid provides gentle hydration for a sore or dry throat, and the ginger brings its own well-known warming and soothing effects. It's more restorative than, like, medicinal.
Yeah, a natural comfort drink.
Yeah.
And the last one, a hair rinse for shine.
This one sounded great and super easy. The Pear Hair Shine Rinse. The idea is you mix some fresh pear juice, just the juice this time, with a little bit of apple cider vinegar in some warm water.
Their juice and vinegar.
Yeah. You use it as a final rinse after you shampoo. The natural acids and vitamins from the pear juice, plus the clarifying effect of the apple cider vinegar, work together. They help balance the hair's pH and apparently boost shine naturally.
Huh. Never would have thought of that.
Hmm.
Okay, so zooming out, we started with this everyday fruit, and we've kind of uncovered this whole layer of targeted wellness uses.
Yeah, if you connect all these dots, the sources really paint pears as these quiet healers. They offer pretty powerful but gentle natural nourishment, whether it's supporting your heart, keeping your energy stable, or even soothing your skin or hair. It's quite versatile.
So if we had to boil it down, the most actionable takeaways we extracted,
Yeah.
what would they be?
I'd say two main things stand out. First, pears are an absolutely excellent source of fiber for really efficient, but importantly, gentle digestion.
Right, gentle digestion.
And second, that low glycemic index. Despite being sweet, they help keep your energy stable, avoiding those sugar crashes. That's a huge benefit.
Excellent fiber source and stable energy.
Yeah. And thinking about all this, especially the importance of the skin, it brings up a final question for you, the listener, to chew on.
Okay.
Well, the research makes it crystal clear that those powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, the flavonoids and polyphenols, are packed into the skin. The very part a lot of us might just peel off and discard.
Right, we established that. So the provocative thought is this. How should this knowledge actually change the way you shop for pears? If the skin is that crucial for the wellness benefits, does it mean you should start prioritizing certain varieties? Maybe firmer ones like Bosque or Anjou, where the skin might be more palatable, or at least hold up better, so you're more likely to actually eat it consistently. It kind of challenges you to rethink your whole strategy in the produce aisle when it comes to pears, doesn't it? It's not just about finding the ripest one anymore, maybe.
That's a really interesting point. Not just what you eat, but how you select it and prepare it based on where the benefits actually lie. Definitely something to think about next time you're shopping.